they just couldn't be themselves? They couldn't be that alpha that they are when they're out on home soil?
Well, I think sometimes it was too many alphas. That would have been a problem. You could easily go back to those days. I can only imagine what was going on in the team room. And remember, I think one of the European players embraced the fact this was our chance to beat them. And we look forward to playing against them in this environment. And whether it's true or not, in our head, there was little conspiracies going on. And, you could imagine that we often think that their team room, you'd have Phil Mickelson who wants to talk, but he's sitting there with Tiger Woods. And how can Phil Mickelson tell Tiger Woods what to do? But Tiger Woods was busy doing his own thing. Tiger Woods would have been at that time, Tiger Woods would have been all about himself, and doing his thing. He wasn't the guy who wanted to stand up and make a speech. Phil was, but how can you make a speech with Tiger sitting there? So, you have two alphas. That had to be an issue. And a lot of it, all the way down through. And remember, another dynamic with the US, those 12 players are competing to be the number one US player all the time. So they're always really against each other during the year. In Europe, most players are the number one player in their country. So there isn't that much division between the players. They're like, you don't have to be the number one European. Okay, at the very top, there might be a little bit of that, but you could be the number one in your own country, and that's enough for you. So you feel like you're the top player, the top man where you are. So players in Europe are not as competitive against each other as players in the US are, because we have different markets that we play into. And to be honest, when we all travel to the States, we're all European. We're back in one group, and in some senses, if another European wins a PGA Tour event, it's a win for us. Whereas the US players are literally at each other all the time to be the best in the US, to be the dominant player in the US. So it's harder for them to come together as a group and a team than it is for Europe. No doubt about it.